Now, joining us to unpack this latest development is Deba Uwadiae. Deba is publisher of New Americans magazine. Hi, good evening to you, Deba. Thanks for joining us on NC Continental Prime.
Good evening.
Now, Deba, let's get a bit of a background to this. Tell us, where is Africa in terms of food security? Where do we stand?
Yeah, when I heard this news, for me it was good news, but it's unfortunate that it is other countries that will be coming to the aid of African countries when it comes to food reserve. The question is, do we really have food reserve? Do African countries have food reserve? If they don't, why? What has been happening? Why is it that other nations had to come in to say, yes, we want to give aid to African countries when it comes to improving situation at this time? So it's a very, very critical issue that African countries should start looking into. In fact, they should have started 60 years ago when they started getting their independence from the colonial rulers at that time. Unfortunately, things seem not to be going right. That it is the United States, that will come in and say, okay, we'll be giving $250 million, as aid, in this critical period of food insecurity. It's very damning to say, especially when it comes to African countries. It just shows that African countries have never been prepared, in terms of having reserves, And so that is why it's something that it's very critical and it needs to be taken very seriously.
Okay, you did mention that the United States shouldn't be coming to our aid if we put our homes together. Now, how impactful will this aid be on the continent, considering previous aid that don't seem to have achieved much desired?
You've already said it. They've been giving aids all this while. Like I said, they've been giving aids, over 50 years ago. So what has the result been? The situation is that they give aid, really they give aid. The people in government, they take the money, they don't have proof, to show for it that the money is well used or spent in this, aid. And so the international agencies, the countries, that are giving out this aid, they should find a way of ensuring that these aids, when given, the money is actually spent for what they are giving to. They shouldn't just give money, they shouldn't just give aid like that without monitoring whether the money is being spent, where the money is being spent, and the result, the output, of this aid that they are giving. It's not just showing pictures and all that. What we need is that if they give, for example, if they give $1 million for certain project, yes, that project should be monitored and results should be out. Results had never been. We've never gotten positive results. That's just the true situation. We've never gotten results.
Now, Deba, before I let you go, a World Bank report did say that Africa has the most arable land in the world, the continent of Africa. Now, what measures should African governments be looking at to tackle food insecurity on the continent? Because the land is there, and we also have the labor.
Yeah, it is just supporting people who are in the hinterlands, people who are in agriculture, people who are the farmers, and those who are ready to go back to the land, to farm. That is what we need. And it has to be organized. It's not just say go back to the land. I remember the Operation Feed the Nation and all of the cultural food production programs that were put in place in Nigeria, before coming here to America. The thing is that there must be organized and well-planned back to the land efforts or programs that people will go back to the land. And those who want to go back to the land, they should be supported. And there must be adequate supply and demand in terms of how do we ensure that these products that are from the farm get to the right people in the city, in the towns, in the villages, so that there will be resolved that what the effort the government is making to make sure that we have enough food is there to be seen and not just stories that are being said.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us on the program, Deba. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much.